there's some things I'm gonna miss about old Tucker, man, being over at Fox. There's some things, sometimes you thrive off of disliking somebody, or somebody just puts the wildest shit out there that, when you see them, you're just kind of like, you know what? I don't like you, but there's some things I'm gonna miss about you. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna look at the good things that are a result of Tucker Carlson having to leave Fox. We're gonna look at the bad things that are a result of that, and we're gonna discuss why I will miss. I'm gonna call him a frenemy right now. My frenemy, Tucker Carlson over here. Today was a media massacre, kinda. You just had two big people, two big anchors on the same day that were let go. First, Don Lemon. Don Lemon was let go over at CNN. Apparently this happened because of his treatment towards women. Not that I don't think he was sexually assaulting or harassing women. I think it's because he just had kind of an aggressive nature towards them.
Really?
A lack of respect or something. I don't know. He was there for 17 years though.
Yeah, so there's something behind the scenes then.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, apparently he was kind of disrespectful. Now I'm just telling you what I heard right here. They try to have people come and write about it, but a lot of people don't know too much. I'm looking at this on USA Today, and they even have right here, why was Don Lemon fired? Maybe that's why I need a cup of Don Lemon, man. Help clear my throat.
I'm sure he won't be angry about anything.
Yeah, he does need a job right now. But it says here, neither Lemon nor CNN offered a reason for the exit on Monday. Lemon expressed frustration with the manner in which he says the news was delivered to him. This is a quote, "After 17 years at CNN, I would have thought that someone in management would have had the decency to tell me directly to my face," Lemon added in his tweet. "At no time was I ever given any indication that I would be able to continue to do the work that I have loved at the network. It is clear there are some larger issues at play. With that said, I want to thank my colleagues and the many teams I have worked with for an incredible run. They are the most talented journalists in the business, and I wish them all well." So he's going out with some dignity right there. But that's why I say allegedly or apparently, there's just kind of small bits of information coming out about why he was let go. And that was the thing that I had read. I'm not saying that is what happened, but I had read that he just had some conflict with women there, and there were some other things happening. But of course, as you read right there, no one knows what's happening. So he was let go. Now, on the contrary, everybody thinks they know what's happening with your boy, Tucker Carlson over here, man.
Tucker.
Yeah, Tucker Carlson over here. Old Tucker Carlson. I have to say I did have some, I had some good times with this man growing up. Mm-hmm. He fed me well, The most hungry man Swanson dinners, man. Yeah. Hey, listen. He's talked a lot of bullshit, but that was some good bullshit right there.
That was some delicious bullshit.
He's put a lot of bullshit out there. His family's put a lot of bullshit out there, but that bullshit had flavor right there. People, I grew up a hungry man, which that's a good looking picture right there. That's mostly what it looked like when you got it. Put that shit in the microwave, crust coming all off and everything. But that is a rumor, by the way, or that's an urban myth that they own the Swanson line of TV dinners. Tucker Carlson's mother actually was an heiress of the Swanson fortune.
Oh,
so I think she had all her money probably before Tucker Carlson was born, which has a lot it sheds a lot of light on what kind of person Tucker Carlson is. This is a guy that will go out there and almost make it seem like he made it up by him. He made it by himself, pulled himself up by his bootstrings. Hey, there's no reason why people shouldn't be able to make it here in America. This guy came from a legacy. This guy came from, money. This guy came from a woman who had an inheritance. So that's this just a little bit of the bullshit that he'll spew. But everybody thinks that they know what happened with Tucker Carlson. A lot of people didn't imagine that this day would ever come, especially since Tucker Carlson was the golden boy over at Fox News, quote unquote news. But the day came to this day right here, April 24th, 2023. This will go down in history as the day that Fox News had to let their most popular personality go over there.
Big business story, big media story, big political story. Fox News announcing in the last hour, Tucker Carlson is out.
Tucker Carlson parts ways with Fox News. Parting ways means that was agreeable. Parting ways mean you put your notice in and you said you're moving on to bigger and better things. No, this bitch was fired. All right, that's what it comes down to. This bitch was fired. Listen, he had an episode on Friday. Today's Monday. He had an episode on Friday and ended that episode saying, "See you Monday, everybody." He came back and his keys did not work at the door anymore. This man was fired. You do not have. If you're not given a farewell episode, if you're not allowed to tell all your listeners goodbye, if you're not allowed to tell all your listeners where they can find you next, if you're not allowed to tell them how much you appreciated them supporting what you've done all these years, then your ass was fired. Okay, you did not part ways. This was not agreeable. This is not something where the feeling was mutual. No. He went home Friday night thinking that he had a job and found out today, just like everybody else, you ain't coming back here. Now, with this, because everybody's been asking me about this all day, because I cannot stand this guy with a passion. Tucker Carlson's the one guy I think I'd have to restrain myself from choking the shit out of him if I saw him. Because he not only just spreads a lot of misinformation, but he's just very smug about it. And says it with such confidence, and because he knows that his audience, whether it's a lie or not, it's the thing that keeps them coming back. It's the thing that keeps them paid, and it's the thing that these dumb sons of bitches that listen to him that's what they want to hear. They don't care about truth. But anyway, I'm talking pretty bad about him right now. But I have to say, there's some things I'm gonna miss about old Tucker, man, being over at Fox. There's some things, sometimes you thrive off of disliking somebody, or somebody just puts the wildest shit out there that, when you see them, you're just kind of like, you know what? I don't like you, but there's some things I'm gonna miss about you. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna look at the good things that are a result of Tucker Carlson having to leave Fox. We're gonna look at the bad things that are a result of that, and we're gonna discuss why I will miss. I'm gonna call him a frenemy right now. My frenemy, Tucker Carlson over here. This will be a message to all news outlets. This will be something that hopefully will hold all news outlets accountable out there who want to call themselves a news source. It will hold them up to a high standard to make them have some journalistic integrity. And if nothing else, stop lying. If no, calling yourself an editorial piece or entertainment, that does not allow you to hide behind that and spread misinformation, libel, and just flat out lies about anything you want. You cannot just make up things and talk about, we're just an entertainment show, or, well, it was just an opinion, or even the old standby, well, free speech. No, you cannot hide behind that. And Tucker Carlson's lies are numerous. We don't even have time to go through that. I can only talk about some of the more recent ones. Now, the thing that's happening with him is that he lied so much, and I said this a week ago. When this whole, I don't know if you heard about this, Oz, but the thing that's happened with Fox News right now is that they're being sued by Dominion voting systems because Fox continuously said that their voting machines were faulty. And then they fed into this conspiracy that Biden did not get the votes that he should have got, and that is why he became president. This was not democracy. This was pretty much voter fraud, because Dominion, they allowed it because of their machines, and they probably wanted it that way. So Dominion came in, like anybody else who's having lies spread about them, came in and said, okay, cool, keep talking. All right, you done? Sue your ass. $787 million. And a lot of that came from Tucker Carlson spewing those lies out there, man. Mm-hmm. So you goddamn right, Fox came in and said, if you cost us near damn near $1 billion, damn near $1 billion, yeah, you've got to go, man. And it's funny because Tucker Carlson had said so many terrible things. This man has had so many sponsors drop him, are not associated with him anymore. And yet Fox let him stay. Now, when this whole thing with Dominion came through, I said last week to Martin, you can see the show, I said, that's cool that they're getting sued by this company, to hold them accountable, because money, morals don't matter. You want to make somebody change? You want to make somebody do the right thing with their money. Morals got nothing to do with business, y'all. Things are decided on money. And by the way, it's just not Fox. It's not Fox News either. It's everybody. Hollywood thrives on that. Corporations thrive on that. That shit goes beyond all kind of political spectrums and beliefs and moralities, man, or lack of. Don't think I'm just picking on Fox. Everything runs by money. Somebody's money, ooh, they'll do the right thing in a minute.
Oh, yeah. Shit, man. Any type of child abuse, rape, whatever. No, we're losing money from that? Oh, yeah. No. There's no way we can stand for any of that. We're letting that go. This person's out of here. As soon as the money gets involved, action takes place.
You want the Catholic Church to stop raping people, find a way to with their money. They'll do that. True. You want Hollywood to stop abusing women and be fair and be more diverse, find a way for them to make money, to make it happen. That's what it all rolls on. And so, obviously these election lies are the things that he told that came to bite him and Fox in the ass. So we're talking about the good things that have come from this. So that's the one thing that people have to start telling the truth, or they're going to have to pay. And this will be an example of that. This will be an example that is going to stick with people's heads for a while. Whether you're on Fox, NBC, MSNBC, CBN, or, CBS, TNT, whatever, the letters you want to choose. But just to give you an example of some of the things that he said here, some of the more recent lies that he's told a lot of them. The whole thing with the insurrection, the January 6th riot on the Capitol. Mm-hmm. He's told so many lies about that. Like no one was carrying firearms. By the way, not only did they not have firearms, they had knives, and they had varieties of firearms over there. He spread information that federal agents incited this. He said that no, this was not connected to white supremacy at all. People were not dumb. All right. Mm-hmm. Either you want to believe this, or you're too lazy to look it up for yourself, or you know better. All that stuff was proven. That shit was proven just by the footage we saw on TV.
Yeah. Don't believe your eyes, Corey.
Yeah. Don't believe nothing. Don't believe your ears, eyes, or anything, and especially don't believe what the liberal media is telling you. No, It's stupid, man.
Let old Tucker tell you what you need to know.
Yeah. And the biggest one that he told, and again, we saw them attacking the police. We saw them yelling racial slurs at the police. And he said, no, that's not what happened. Now, we don't really know what happened, but I know by the footage that we have that the police were escorting some of these fine patriots around the Capitol.
We're going to get insight with footage that shows you what was actually happening inside the Capitol. Instead, it shows police escorting protesters through the building, including the now infamous QAnon shaman. Subscribe to the Fox News YouTube channel.
Shut up. No, that did not happen, y'all. And we know that. We see that. But this man with, that station, not just Tucker, but that station has a dedicated following of people who are cult-like. And they just want to, it's not that they want to know the truth. They want to hear the information they want to hear. But Tucker Carlson was the one who really took the most advantage of that, man. Mm-hmm. Also, we get a break from the thing that really, this is what really made me mad about Tucker Carlson, the fear-mongering. This guy would just rile people up, and he knew what he was doing, and he would do it with their deepest fears of not only the opposing political party, but he was dog whistling, man. He would put that, not even just dog whistling, he would just put it right out there, that these minorities out here, these browns and blacks and maybe some in between, they are coming for you. Those were his words at one time. First of all, he pushed that whole big the great replacement theory. He pushed the shit out of that, which basically, you can read this tweet by him. This is too much change. Throwing millions of new people who have no connection to America, who broke our laws to get here, who don't speak our language and have no idea what the Constitution says and don't care. And you have a recipe for social collapse. Meanwhile, these ultra conservatives, these Republicans, they don't give a the Constitution. Right here, right now in Texas, they are trying to make that somebody passed a bill. The Senate passed a bill saying that they want to actually, it is required to have the 10 Commandments in all schools. Wow. And you should be, and when, we have prayer time. Now, some of y'all can really pray, but don't you forget that Christian prayer is what really matters here. That's got priority. Meanwhile, these people don't believe in the Constitution when it comes to them. There's even been people who said, you know what, we win by any means necessary, and we don't really give a shit about democracy. There's people right now, that Boebert girl, she was talking about this is not a democracy. We need people to be told what to do. So don't sit up here and tell me about the Constitution and all these immigrants coming over. You got people right now, white Americans who are trying to break the Constitution, and they try to make, they try to villainize these immigrants that come over here. And that's what the great replacement theory is that you're going to let enough of these immigrants over to where they're going to break whatever institution that we have, and they're going to have so many babies, and they're going to start breeding with each other, and they're going to breed us out of existence. And that's why you people should be scared, because that's what they're going to do when they get here. They're going to be like rats and roaches. That's what the great replacement theory really is. And the conspiracy theory is that the Democrats are actually trying to ease immigration so that they can come over here and start voting, and because they're going to vote Democrat. But the side effects of that, the big damaging part of that, is that they'll breed these people out of existence, man. So good Americans, and that just means it's racist as hell. It means white Americans.
Of course.
I mean, let's stop beating behind the bush. He's, don't get him started on Black Lives Matter. Now, whatever you think about Black Lives Matter, whether you believe that they're a mob, they're violent, whatever, which is, a lot of that shit is not true, man. All right. I'm just going to tell you right now. But whether you believe it or not, it's funny that he goes in on them and talks about how violent they are, and talks about, and then comes forward and says, hey, you know what? And this, again, fear-mongering. And when they're done looting their neighborhoods and they're done tearing up their shit, they're going to come for you.
This may be a lot of things, this moment we're living through, but it is definitely not about Black lives. And remember that when they come for you, and at this rate, they will.
Come on. I mean, again,
when they come for you,
when they come for you, he's not even dog whistling anymore. He's not even trying to hide it. He's straight up playing on people's fear. Now, whether you believe Black Lives Matter is a violent mob or not, there's still a double standard there, because he loves defending, or he did at one time defended the insurrection. It's funny how you will have a violent mob attacking our democracy, attacking a federal building, and yet he'll come in and try to justify that any way he can. But when it comes to all these coloreds out here, no, that's when it's wrong and dangerous. So, that anybody else at any time years ago, decades ago, if they had been spreading this kind of misinformation, on a forum like this, that would have been seen as journalistically irresponsible, and they would be removed. But today, it's all about ratings, money, sensationalism. Yeah. And so, this is the times that we're living in, man. The information age, where information travels so quickly that we got to make things so wild and crazy and get people rabid and believing into it, that, we just start spreading lies now.
You're right. That's a lot of it, man. Information is just so quick and so fast. The microwave era that we're living in, you spit stuff out so quickly, you don't know what's going to stick and what's not. So this way, you say a bunch of shit, right?
Yep.
And see what sticks. You know, and unfortunately, a lot of what the old asshole Carlson was saying, a lot of shit was sticking for people that he was speaking to, directly to, you know, and, you know, they were marching to his drum, marching to his beat, you know, and that kept them around for a long time until, you know, the money got messed with and they couldn't deal with it no more.
Yeah, yeah. You know, but again, if there's a positive to this, we see that there are still consequences. You cannot go out there and just start spreading these lies and everything. And it just proves that you're going to do it and you're going to have so much arrogance about it that at one point you're going to think you're untouchable until somebody, touches you. You know, so you know, it's.
But unfortunately,
what's that?
No, I say, but unfortunately, it took, you know, it seems as though it took that lawsuit or whatever settlement they did out of court for them to look into this and be like, well, shit, we rode this out as long as we could. Now it's time for you to go. You know, because of that, it seems as though that's why only reason why we're getting this now from this idiot. Yeah, that he has to leave.
But keep in mind that that's not any moral thing that he left for. It's because he cost them money.
That's what I'm saying. That's why it's fortunate that we had to come to this. It wasn't like out of the goodness of their heart or one day they woke up and said, wait a minute, Tucker Carlson's up. Yeah. No, their money, which is why they were forced to do this. And that's, you know, that's the sad part.
And if you think anything otherwise, you are mistaken, my friend, because Rupert Murdoch is ruthless with that. Anytime something is threatening the network or his money, you are gone. So here's the real reason why I'll be upset about Tucker Carlson leaving. Here's some bad things with Tucker Carlson leaving. And, you know, one of those bad things is I think I really will miss him. You know, there's a part of him that just, the thing with Tucker Carlson got a freaky side, man. You know,
freak.
He's kind of freaky, man. He's you know, and it would come out in little spurts here and there. You know, like him wanting to man. You know, mad because he can't get a hard on over some M&Ms with sexy legs. You know, it's you know, that whole thing with the green M&M. Everybody forgets though about this little chocolate fantasy over here, the brown M&M.
M&Ms will not be satisfied until every last cartoon character is deeply unappealing and totally androgynous.
And I can't jack off to them anymore. You know, Tucker Carlson I always rooted for Tucker Carlson because I always thought the reason why because he used to wear a bow tie back in the day. Mm-hmm. And he was very straight-laced, and I always used to say, like, you know what? The reason why this man is so ultra-conservative and straight-laced and wearing these bow ties and shit is because this man is a freak. This man is sexually repressed. He wants candy. Now, I ain't gonna lie. I find that I do too. I find that attractive too. But I can admit it. But he tries to make it seem like, oh, this is some woke shit. No, you just can't. You just mad because you can't get a hard on anymore. That is his black woman fantasy right there, the brown M&M. He's probably more hard on for that because he's probably feeling guilty about getting a hard on over a real black woman. So the candy's a little bit more safe. I was hoping to see the day that Tucker Carlson would come out on Fox News. Wow. I was hoping he would be behind the desk and say, folks, I like man, and I can't stand it anymore. And listen, call it a pipe dream, but we all know that Tucker was crying out for help, man. There's a little gay Tucker. Yeah, he was. Yeah, man, Tucker Carlson was low key crying out for some gay release. You know, straight dude puts this shit out and not have just a little gay in them. Just a little bit. I was hoping I would see the day that he would tell everybody, yeah, I did this for a reason because I'm gay. I was hoping to see it on the air, but I mean, nothing but big old sweaty dudes just wrestling over each other and everything.
Yeah, grabbing on each other. No shirts.
Time to survive.
Look at the way he's guzzling balls, man. Look at this.
Did he direct this?
Yeah, I bet he did. Passionately. Yeah, man. this is a video for the gay clubs, man. You know?
Yeah, well, listen, this was his coming out, video, and nobody knew.
This was definitely letting us know. I mean, grabbing phallic symbols, dudes wrestling and tickling each other and shit, and
tickling and giggling,
and this man got his dick in an ATM machine.
Yeah.
This dude's gonna be a martyr. And that's what's terrible about this. I said last week when this Dominion thing came out, I said, Tucker Carlson, what are they gonna do about him? He has to go. And I thought about this. I said, but if he goes, and it happened, you can look at the video where I said if they're gonna sue Fox News, then they got to do something about their biggest liability, and that is Tucker Carlson, man. Mm-hmm. And I thought, like, at first I said, well, that'd be great if that happens. And it did. And I celebrated for like a second because I realized that now that he's out, he's going to be treated like a martyr, man. And I said, I was joking today. I said that there's going to be probably some conspiracy theories going around about Fox. I didn't think that would be too far fetched. But then I did joke around and I said, you know what? They're going to find some kind of way to tie this to wokeness. I said that jokingly because there's no woke thing to do here. Fox is the one that fired him. Fox, the one, the station they all love. But sure enough, and I was kidding, but it happened. Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene, she put out something today. Cable news is about to be taught a powerful lesson after Fox News caved to the woke mob and fired Tucker Carlson. It's obvious that they didn't cave to a woke mob. They lost money. I mean, whether you like it or not, he was that business, and they didn't like it for whatever reason. I don't know, maybe because it's a near goddamn $1 billion. I think that would piss anybody off.
A little bit.
That just goes to show you that they just throw that word woke down no matter what. They have no idea what it means.
Again, man, it's noise now. Yeah. I don't know I don't hear the word anymore. It's just noise.
But they will see him as a victim now. And the thing about seeing him as a victim is that they, and there's a lot of people who are seeing this right now. The thing about seeing him as a victim is that people will support him even more. And that's what's happening right now. You have Don Jr., Donald Trump Jr. coming out, giving his support. J.D. Vance, who is a big ultra conservative. He said Tucker is the most courageous person in American media.
Jesus.
You know, you got other people here talking about it's the end of Fox News. And that's what's happening, man. You know, when this happens, keep in mind, these people will turn they turn each other quick. I mean, they turn each other in, when they're at hearings, we see it all the time with them, when things don't go their way, their allegiances just switch quickly. So I look at this and it kind of freaks me out and kind of scares me because, a lot of people, if Tucker Carlson has any political aspirations, things are so crazy today. If he has any political aspirations at all, and he probably will, people would just support him more because they're going to feel like he was a victim of being fired at Fox News. And because he held on to his truth and because he was telling it like it is, they let him go. Because he told it too much like it is. He spoke too much truth, even though they were all lies.
They want to shut him down.
Yeah. And let's keep in mind that he's not disappearing. This is not like because I think people just see him like, you think he's gonna be broke and hanging out in the middle of the street begging for money and shit? No, he's got probably $1 billion. I don't know. He's definitely multimillionaire, and he'll just go to some other news source. Now that people are finding Fox going a little bit too soft. They were doing this before. Now that they fired Tucker Carlson, people are going in droves over to a place called Newsmax. And Newsmax, I would not be surprised I don't know if this will happen or not, but I wouldn't be surprised if Newsmax tries to reach a deal with Tucker Carlson. And keep in mind that I think Tucker Carlson and a few others at Fox laughed at Newsmax, and now Newsmax is actually kind of gaining on Fox since Fox is because Newsmax you think Fox is bad. Newsmax don't give a they will pull news out their ass every day, and they will go further than Fox. He will not be held back anymore. He will be able to probably be Uber Tucker now. He'll, this dude will be a beast after this.
He can finally achieve his final form.
Yeah.
Wasn't he didn't he have like a discussion with Jon Stewart back in the day, and that got his show canceled? I remember that, right?
Yeah, because I think he was on CNN at the time.
Yeah, and even Jon Stewart made fun of his sports. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh, no. So that's why
No, Jon Stewart, he told him, he said that, kind of what I'm saying right now. He said, just be a decent person.
because he was gone, and later on he came back to Fox News. So yeah,
Crossfire was what it was.
Yeah,
His show
there
was
you
called
go.
Crossfire, and he was just saying, just be a decent person and report things like they should, and stop, and just stop telling lies, and he was talking to two guys. He said, you guys just stop fighting each other and just try to do something, that's good for the people. And yeah, I think after that he got made fun of, and everybody laughed at Tucker Carlson.
and they canceled that show.
Yeah, they canceled that show.
And then
Yeah.
he got brought back. And
He told him, he said, you're in your 30s and you wear a bow tie.
yeah, I remember that. That's why he wears ties now.
He said, stop being, just don't be an asshole. That's what he told him. Which is, that's a good thought, but that doesn't make money. Being an asshole today, being an asshole today makes money, man. And it makes money in all forms, whether you are telling lies on Fox News, you're telling lies on another station, you're out there doing pranks on YouTube, you're doing the most mundane shit on TikTok. This is just, but a lot of people are doing just stupid shit that it's just not decent. It's just whether you're pranking people without them knowing, you're spreading lies on people, you're fighting people and putting it up online. I mean, we're just an indecent society right now. And we're all doing it because we want attention and we want money.
You're doing theater when you should be doing debate. When you have people on for just knee-jerk reactionary talk.
Wait, I thought you were going to be funny. Come on, be funny.
No, I'm not going to be your monkey.
Absolutely learned nothing from this, and I tell you why. Because the lies sell better than the truth. For him. The lies for Tucker Carlson, it didn't make financial sense for him to take Jon Stewart's advice and be a decent journalist. Somebody who can actually, with his influence, help. He already had a crowd that was following him. He already had that. When he already had that conservative crowd that was following him that wanted to hear the bullshit that he was spewing. Why would you change from that if you're making money? I'm saying that that's kind of a rhetorical question. I mean, I'm almost saying like, I don't even know if I could do it. If I was offering that, if somebody's giving that much money, why would I change? Why all of a sudden would I try to be, a decent person because somebody told me to, and then all of a sudden lose everything that I built up, even if it was based on a house of lies, I don't know.
Yeah, why fix what's nothing's broke, what I mean? He's able to appeal to his fans, and that's all he needs is that base. I mean, if that base is willing to follow him and bring in the ratings for him, why change?
Somebody said finish the clip. That was the clip. It doesn't go on any further.
Yeah, I know people are concerned about him trying to run for president next, that you alluding to before. So I don't know if that's on his radar or not, but if it is, this is the time to start using whatever ammo he has now, whatever type of good graces he's getting now from these people. This is his time to strike, right?
Yeah, listen, you got to make a business move for whatever suits your best interest and the business's best interest. And that's what happened here. This was not political. They messed with Rupert Murdoch's money. And
right.
That is what happened. So this was going to have to happen either way. And it was bound to happen with something. Like I said last week, he's a liability. He was going to do something over there at that station. So this is what happened. It's not a political thing at all, but it will turn into a political thing at this point now that people feel like they have to support him even more. He's a victim to some people now, even though he's not. The major news outlets are going to have to watch what they do with their reporting. As far as this guy, if you think he's getting some comeuppance, you think this is punishment for him? No, it never is for people like this. It's an embarrassment for like a day. And then he'll take it personal, and then he'll find a way to come back and say, I'm bigger and better than ever, and I did it without you, Fox. You should have never let me go. So, hey, what are you going to do? Yeah. Somebody said a victim who sleeps on a lot of money. Yeah.
Yeah, hey, he has that much popularity and that much money. Those two combinations could be very bad.
Yeah, that's it, man. That's what we got. It's the world we live in. So be it. Hey, I don't know, man. I got an outlet. Maybe I should just start spewing bullshit. Oh yeah, I already do. It doesn't pay as much.
Say,
I got to find some better bullshit.
Say, welcome to Monday, baby.
Yeah. Anyway, y'all, there you go. There you go. Hey, you know what? At least we'll always have those memories of that fried chicken Swanson dinner. Oh, hungry man.
At least we'll always have that.
Hungry man Carlson over here. At least we'll always have M&Ms and chicken dinners, man.
It's a well-balanced meal. My boy.
We'll always have M&M's, fried chicken TV dinners, and dick. Lots of dick.
I didn't see that on the menu, but I guess it's there.
That's on the menu, man. Hungry man.
I didn't see that in mine, but
Yeah.
I guess it's there.
Hey, you get that drumstick and those 2 M&Ms, man. Peanut M&Ms.